Hey guys, welcome back. To today we're with today we're doing another death battle reaction. Give me one moment. And yeah, and Viz is also going to be joining me again today. So let me pull them up in a call and we can go ahead and get situated. Hello? Hold up. I gotta plug in my headphones. Alright, can you hear me?
Yep.
Alright. Give me one sec. Hold on, I'm trying to pull up your thing for stream. I think I copied the wrong one. There we go.
Nice.
Alright, now stream can see you. Alright, but yeah, today we're going to be reacting to Blade versus Buffy. We probably would have done it yesterday, but Viz was busy, so we couldn't do it.
Yeah.
It's alright.
Yeah, I appreciate you waiting. I know that you were we were both excited for this one, and I just did not expect the lunch to take so long.
No, it's alright.
Yeah.
You got your own things to do. But we're here now. But yeah, anyway, let me just get everything set up and then we can start the reaction. First, let me switch scenes. There we go. Alright, video is pulled up. Now going to do a quick recording check to make sure all audio is properly good and set up. First, let me make sure all the proper audio tracks. Oh wait, I'm on the wrong one. There we go. Okay, let's see. So, right. My audio good. Alright, now I'm going to do a quick recording test to make sure all audio is properly good, so that I don't have to worry about it after I record. Liam, you don't know who Buffy is? We'll get to that when we actually start the reaction. So just hold up a bit. Alright, starting recording. Alright, I got my mic audio. Did you say something real quick, Vince? Yeah, that works. And since I have music playing for the stream, I don't have to worry about desktop audio. Alright, so let me go make sure that all the audio has been picked up on its proper tracks. But to do that, I am gonna have to mute desktop real quick. So you guys aren't gonna hear Viz for a moment.
I'm gonna die.
Oh wait, I put you on a separate thing, so they should still be able to hear you.
Oh, okay.
Alright. Going to video. Laying that up. Track 2. Alright, my audio, good. It can hear me. Auto track 3. Alright, your audio is good. Make desktop audio. Okay, yeah. All audio tracks are probably set up and can be heard. That means we can go ahead and start with the reaction.
I'm pretty excited.
Same.
I got the next time spoiled for me,
Oh, same.
but I know nothing.
Yes,
I know nothing else about it.
Yes, yeah. I don't know anything else about the. Yeah, next time was spoiled for me too because there's this one person who I react to, and nothing against them, but they always make the next time a separate video, but they always put it in the thumbnail, so like I got spoiled on that. Anyway, and it's usually not a problem because I always react to it the same day anyway, but whatever. Alright,
I'm gonna be so disappointed if this doesn't like live up to my expectations.
I'm sure
They can't do this.
I'm sure we'll be good. Alright, gonna starting recording for an actual video. There we go. Alright. Doing YouTuber video voice in 3, 2, 1. Hey guys, welcome back to another Death Battle reaction. Today we are reacting to Blade versus Buffy. Now, going to be completely honest, as Liam just said in chat, I had no idea who Buffy was before this death battle. And when I saw the teaser analysis for it, I was like, okay, there's a lot more to this than I thought. Because like, going into this, I was like, isn't this just Blade an actual vampire going against a normal person? Then I saw the teaser analysis, like, oh, it's a lot much more than that. Viz, how much do you know about Buffy?
Like nothing.
Then you're going to be surprised by what you're going to find going into this.
I know that she's a vampire slayer, and that is quite literally it.
Yeah, and turns out there is a lot more to her than simply just a vampire slayer. But to give some context, apparently Buffy is a character from some old 90s TV show / book series. I don't know which one came first. I think it's okay. I'm just going to go off by what I believe from the teaser. I think it started off as a series, but then was retconned into a movie, or the other way around. I don't know. That's just the basics I'm giving off. And the answer is Liam catching. Isn't this supposed to be real life? Yes. This is Death Battle's first live action death battle since Red Hood versus Winter Soldier, which was like what, 1-2 years ago, maybe.
I think that's closer to 3, maybe 4.
Either way, it has been a while since they've done a live action one. So yeah, definitely looking forward to this. Definitely looking forward to this one.
5 years ago.
Dang, and I remember when that came out.
I remember too. That was. Oh no, I'm old.
But yeah. Also, Liam, don't worry. they've always managed to they always manage to land it with their live action death battles. So I'm sure this one is also going to be good.
I don't know if I would say they've always. It's usually, but
Usually, yeah, that's the word I meant.
like the first one wasn't good, but Red Hood Winter Soldier was. I still consider it to be like one of my favorite episodes ever. So
I've seen people say that they liked Nightwing versus Daredevil.
Yeah, no, people like it. I personally just don't care about it.
Fair enough. But anyway, yeah. If you're wondering who we're voting for, judging by the fact that we literally have no idea who Buffy is, you could probably guess that we're voting for Blade.
I need Blade to win.
I mean, like,
He's probably not.
I mean, how could you not vote for Blade, especially when some mother effers are always trying to ice skate uphill? I had to say it.
I believe in Blade.
But yeah, I got nothing else I want to say. You?
No. I say let's get this show on the road.
All right. There's only ever going to be one Blade. I mean, yeah, true. Anyway, let's make sure the video. All right, stream can see it. Pulling up video now.
Blade versus Buffy.
The Daywalker versus the Vampire Slayer.
He's with.
Oh, hold on. Let me do something real quick.
If you could like stream so I can watch together.
That too. Just keep on. All right. Sharing screen. Forgot to do that.
Perfect.
Also have to change the windows to a different monitor so I can actually see stream while I watch. All right. Starting for real.
Blade versus Buffy.
The Daywalker versus the Vampire Slayer.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. They are known by many names. Revenant, Vortolai, Nosferatu.
Vampire.
Is Perfect Cell in my chat right now?
Yes.
I could easily. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure you could, Perfect Cell.
I'm sorry. Okay, I didn't actually look at chat until now. What the fuck?
Oh no. Yeah. Yeah, this is the first time something like this happened. I believe, literally, 2 streams ago, I literally had, Sans in my live chat. Like, someone just straight up in my chat with the username Sans.
That's fucking goat, actually. Oh my god.
And when they came in, they kept quoting that one, like, video of Sans going like, "Hey there, buddy, chum, pal, fine, buddy, chum, bigo, amigo, friend," all that.
It's better than being like, "Hey kid, you want to weed in your mouth?"
Alright, okay, focusing on the actual video.
Yeah.
They are known by many names. Revenant, Vortolai, Nosferatu.
Vampires. When the moon is out and the night is young, these undead demons are out for blood.
Fitting then that the greatest foe of those who stalk the night is the one who can walk the day. Blade.
Is that really his costume?
Hang on.
Ah, now there's a man who doesn't file his taxes. Blade is one of the coolest superheroes ever, and basically kickstarted the comic book movie craze.
And yet, he is also seemingly the only one who knows or cares that in the world of Marvel, vampires exist. Seriously, nobody talks about this.
Blade
I just find it funny that in a world with literal gods and stuff, no one still believes in vampires.
Because vampires are such a stupid fucking idea for a monster.
Like,
I'm
your
blood.
I get it, but like, if I've seen literal horrors beyond comprehension, if someone told me vampires were real, I would believe them.
I don't know. I could believe in like an entity that like just devours planets on a daily basis, and an entity who like sees over the entire multiverse. Vampires, that's too far. I want realism in my Marvel comics.
And as I said, even if there are people who do believe in them, literally no one else does anything. Blade's literally the only person that I know of who actually deals with them.
doesn't need anyone's help. He'll just aura farm by himself.
Even Blade's birth was hardcore. Just as the young Eric Brooks' mother was in labor, her attending doctor turned out to be the vampire Deacon Frost.
And he drank her blood right before she gave birth.
This infused Eric with Frost's vampiric blood, turning him half human, half vampire.
Who do you think has a more hardcore origin story, Blade or Spawn?
Probably Spawn, but Blade still is pretty good.
Yeah. Gods, I believe. Vampires, I don't believe. Liam in chat spitting.
A dampier.
Giving him a ton of vampy powers, but none of their weaknesses like garlic, holy water, or sunlight.
Eric would hone these abilities under the tutelage of vampire hunter Jamal Afari, sharpening him into a blade that would rape the vampire plague for good.
Blade is strong and fast enough to toss around 1,000-pound demons and cut bullets out of the air. He can keep up with Wolverine, who can deflect Cyclops' light-speed optic blasts. And his Kevlar DuPont armor helped him take the top of Count Von Stott's castle exploding.
He can heal small wounds immediately and sniff out the supernatural with his hypersenses. Also, his fangs can drain his victims of magical energies.
After studying the ways of Hong Kong Kung Fu movies, Blade became a master martial artist. Ah yes, the Rufus from Street Fighter School of Kung Fu.
While the only martial art he's been stated to know is Krav Maga, we know he's mastered more. So for the full scope of his martial arts ability, we'll examine the Blade movies as performed by Wesley Snipes.
By looking at Snipes' training and choreography, we know Blade uses Kung Fu, Capoeira, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Eskrima, Kickboxing, Shotokan Karate, and Hapkido. Add on Blade's knack for stealthy takedowns, and I guess you could call him Marvel's Batman.
Blade's training progressed smoothly until Afari was attacked and had his blood drained by
It could have been
Dracula.
worse.
Seriously, Avengers, Dracula is real. Why aren't you doing anything about this? He's right there!
Forced to murk his surrogate dad, Blade would have to
The only time they actually do something about Dracula is in Rivals.
wage his war alone.
Nursing a wound within him that would never heal. A hole that could never be filled.
Not with that attitude. Blade took a page out of the Book of Boomstick and tried filling that hole with every kind of weapon imaginable. He's got so many, they're his apartment decorations.
Handguns, assault rifles, and explosives make up the brunt of his firepower. And he enjoys getting up close and personal with his dual acid-etched titanium katanas.
Speaking of glorious
I've been meaning to
Nippon
try
steel,
Blade
he's
in
got a
Rivals,
sword made
but I
out of
haven't picked up the game in
adamantium.
Specifically, secondary adamantium.
He's so hard.
A variant of the metal that is mass-producible.
It might not
Hold on, wait, go back.
Speaking of glorious Nippon steel, he's got a sword made out of adamantium.
Specifically,
course he
secondary
does.
adamantium. A variant of the metal that is mass-producible.
It
Once
might
again,
not be
go.
quite as strong as Cap's shield.
Wait, hold on. The worst thing that Dracula's done is not give Moon Knight his $5. I'm sorry, is there context for that?
So, okay. There was a edit of a panel where Moon Knight is like come on, Dracula, come out, you coward, you still owe me $5 or something like that. And in Marvel Rivals, they made that canon.
I love it when Marvel Rivals just take memes and actually put them into a game.
In Rivals, Moon Knight says, like, makes a remark about how Dracula still owes him $5.
Yeah, I think two of my favorite examples of this are, one, the Venom twerking emote, because, like, everyone was talking about how much when they gave Venom, it's like, they were like, actually, you know what? We're gonna make an entire emote just to that. And is another emote that's Venom related. Is that, do you know who Russian Badger is?
Yes.
Like, I love that he made a joke. I love how, because of his Marvel Rivals video and how he just liked messing with Venom's model, he made a meme about Venom with a giant spoon being a nerd or whatever, and that's so popular it got put into the actual game.
I didn't actually know that he made that.
Yeah, no, that was Russian Badger's meme.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's another reason why I like Marvel Rivals, even though I've literally touched the game once and never again.
But it can cut
It's a
right
fun
through
game,
heavy hitters like Ultron and the Hulk.
Naturally, Blade has even more swords. His Atlantean ones can slice through magical enchantments. The Word Sword can harm intangible demons, and the Justiciar can slay fallen angels.
Yeah, he's got some weird stuff he can pull out of his ass, like a Hellfire shotgun that burns your soul, or hypodermic needles filled with vampire blood. Seems kinda dumb to turn people into vampires, but it does make them more vulnerable to Blade's arsenal.
All that pales in comparison to the arch weapon of hell in Blade's possession, the breathing gun. It is a living firearm that hisses in the presence of demonic forces. Its sentient bullets chase its victims down.
Bro, everything I keep hearing about Blade is just like...
It's called Aura, bruh.
I knew he was cool, but everything is just, he's just getting more cool by the second. A literal sentient gun that hisses when demonic entities get close with sentient bullets that chases them down.
It's absurdly fucked up. I don't like that.
The wounds they cause cannot be healed, and if they get lodged in your body, they'll slowly devour you from the inside out. They can even hurt Hell Lords and even greater threats like the Cosmic Ghost Rider.
Blade took everything he had and
That's
fought
insane.
his one-man war for almost 100 years.
He's battled hordes of vampires while skydiving, infiltrated the Pentagon, and even took on Spider-Man like Miles Morales, who could absorb the energy of a bomb that could destroy Harlem. Blade's even bested the Spirit of Vengeance, Zarathos.
And while he occasionally allied with teams like the Avengers, he prefers to work alone.
I probably would too if they only cared about me when I was helping them and not ridding the world of, you know, vampires.
He's still on this, but also fair. I mean, yeah, if literally I was the only person who was dealing with vampires, and if I told them that people have literally fought demons, that vampires are real, and they said, no, I don't believe you, I too would probably prefer to work alone.
Yeah.
That and Blade, he's made a cottage industry out of whooping Dracula's ass.
Dracula is unsurprisingly powerful, capable of summoning a thunderstorm that covered all of Boston with a wave of his hand.
Drac apparently didn't hold a grudge though, since he eventually made Blade the sheriff of Vampirsk, a vampire nation in the ruins of Chernobyl.
What? Okay.
Okay. You know. The thing you do.
So, Dracula's like, you know what? You're not half bad. I'm gonna make you a sheriff.
You're right.
And Blade is just like, yeah, you know what, Dracula? I don't hold no hard feelings. I mean, it wasn't Dracula directly who turned him into a vampire, so... I mean, it was understandable.
Yeah.
Amazingly, Dracula has even given Blade some of his own blood, which allows him to shapeshift into multiple forms, like a wolf, a horde of bats, or a cloud of mist.
So he can force his way inside your body and blow you up from the inside out, Ant-Man style.
What's with you with the Ant-Man? Blade's hatred of vampires is only
Hey, see, Ant-Man? Blade could do it.
Gross.
Matched by his hatred of
Yeah.
himself. However, when Brielle showed signs of vampiric powers, Blade finally found a reason to reconnect with his daughter, training her the same way Afari trained him a century prior.
Even after
Heck
Blade
yeah.
was possessed by the first vampire ever and tried to take over the planet, Brielle put her dad's teachings to the test, saving both him and the world.
And proving that Blade's lonely war need not be so lonely anymore. With his daughter at his side, and also this plant creature pet called Boy Thing, let Marvel's vampires beware.
Nice.
For should they indulge their unnatural urges, they will be sure to meet their end at the tip of his blade.
Oh, he's
Today's
so fucking
battle is
cool.
sponsored by Prize Picks.
You know what's awesome? Being right, especially when
Yeah,
your
well, this
co-host
is
is always
plain.
wrong.
Funny, but on
so,
Prize Picks,
yeah.
being right can
Yeah,
get you paid.
like,
Don't
I
miss
get
the excitement
my
of football
money is
season
still on
Prize Picks,
Blade,
where it's
but
good
for,
to be
but
right.
who
Like I
knows?
always
Buffy
am.
might
You're
pull
just
something out of
boasting
nowhere
because
that I have
Prize
yet to
Picks makes
hear.
it easy to play.
Because
All
even
you
just
gotta
from
do is
teaser
pick
alone,
more
I
or
saw,
less on at
it does
least
get
2
kinda
player
crazy.
stats. If you get your picks right, you
It
can
doesn't
cash
surprise me
in.
that-
That's it.
Prize Picks is the
fucking
only
insane.
app that offers
Yeah,
stats.
you have no
so you can pick
idea.
the same player up to 3 times in the
I
same
don't,
lineup.
that's what scares
You
me.
can pick more on Josh Allen's pass yards, rush yards, and touchdowns. I guess I'm just a positive thinker like that.
Well, I'm positive that you
If Blade
totally
doesn't
copied
win, I'm
me,
going to have
'cause
some
I'm picking
big
the
words
same.
to say.
You followed me on the app and saw my feed
there.
tab, didn't you?
That's right. And you can too. Download the Prize Picks app today and use code DEATH to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup.
That's code DEATH to get $50 in lineups after your first $5 lineup.
Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
In every
right,
generation,
time for
there is a
Buffy.
chosen one. She alone will stand against the vampires, the demons, and the forces of darkness. She is the Slayer.
For thousands of years, a new Slayer would be granted incredible powers and was destined to die young in battle against evil, passing their powers on to the next Slayer, and the next, and so on. That is, until the newest Slayer would change everything. Buffy Ann Summers.
Not exactly the first girl you'd think is the savior of humanity. Buffy's only goals in life were, in her own words, graduate from high school, go to Europe, marry Christian Slater, and die.
But that would all change when the Watcher Merrick appeared and revealed her destiny.
Like, total bummer.
Merrick trained Buffy in the arts of vampire slang, and she became so efficient that she burned down her school. Whoops.
Forcing her and her mom to move to Sunnydale, California to start a new life, far away from any more bloodsuckers and bad makeup.
Unfortunately, small problem, Sunnydale just so happened to be right on top of a hellmouth, where the boundary between Earth and Hell is permeable.
Yeah,
course
that
it was.
sounds like the Valley, all right. Along with new Watcher Giles,
Makes sense.
Wallflower Willow, part-time bad boy, part-time sad boy Angel, magical retcon sister Dawn, and Xander.
I have no
Buffy and her
context for that.
Scooby gang would battle a never-ending series of monsters.
And we mean truly never ending. Sure, there's the TV show, but Buffy has also been slaying vampires across video games, comics, and 128 novels.
Yeah, so apparently Buffy is that popular.
Okay. You know
Tens
ball.
of thousands of pages of Buffy lore you've never heard of.
I've never
But
even heard
we're
of
just
Buffy.
crazy enough to speed read them all.
Buffy carries a variety of anti-vampire weaponry. There's wooden stakes, of course, sometimes dipped in gorgon venom that can turn you to stone. Though she's also experienced with axes, swords, quarterstaffs, holy water, just about anything.
You said it! When she fought an ancient demon unable to be killed by any
I
weapon
love
forged
this.
in his time, Buffy introduced his stupid ass to the 20th century.
She's also a master.
It's like I cannot be killed by any weapon for my time. Okay, pulls out a freaking rocket launcher.
Fuck, I gotta consume Buffy now.
Yeah. Buffy is a lot more hardcore than I was expecting.
What the fuck? That's awesome.
And that's only the tip of the iceberg.
With Aikido, Judo, Jiu-Jitsu, Boxing, Kickboxing, Wrestling, Karate, Kung Fu, Wushu, Tai Chi, Kendo, Capoeira, and Taekwondo.
Buffy apparently thinks Hong Kong's kung fu movie masters could learn a thing or two.
No kidding. Thanks to her Slayer senses, her reflexes are fine-tuned enough to dodge close-range Gatling gun fire, lightning bolts from the sky, and even beams of light. She's kept up with another Slayer, Faith, who can dodge laser beams from point-blank range.
Buffy's strong enough to bend rebar, punch this 4.5-ton bat monster into the air, and, Smash! Hard enough to tear apart a building.
And
Nice.
despite her lack of armor, she can survive massive explosions, like the one that destroyed Cephalian's lair that's bigger on the inside.
She can even fight blindfolded. But if she is injured, she heals fast enough to be totally fine by the next episode.
One time, Angel sucked out almost all of the blood from her body, and she survived. Doubly impressive since Angel's blood draining also drains magical energy.
Yeah, Buffy's own magic makes her weirdly resilient to esoteric attacks. Like when she expelled this misty shadow demon trying to possess her body, or when she resisted her soul being ripped apart and scattered across time.
Yeah.
You know.
Liam, the vampire, no mere weapon can hurt me. Yeah, well, I have a rocket launcher. How about that?
Fucked, idiot.
Or that time she jumped into a vat of boiling liquid so hot it could reduce people to skeletons, and she was just fine.
She might not show
I think I might be interested in Buffy now.
Yeah!
Literally dove into a pot of boiling water so hot it reduced flesh to liquid, and she was like, "Nah, I can take it."
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, I was going into this. I was like, when I first saw the teaser trailer, I was like, "Really? This is her?" Then as it went on, I was like, "Okay, she might be just as hardcore as Blade is."
She no ball. She no ball.
Yeah.
physical scars, but she sure has emotional ones. Being the Slayer put a huge burden on Buffy's life.
Unable to live normally, she felt isolated, forced to internalize the trauma she faced on a daily basis. Sure, she had friends, but they couldn't understand her unique struggle.
Like when Angel turned evil after he took her virginity and tried to destroy the world.
Okay.
It must be one of those metaphors.
Sometimes the worst enemies are the ones you can't fight and who don't fight back.
Made even worse by her having all the memories of the other Slayers bouncing around in her head, dating back to the Stone Age.
Buffy has dreamt of every battle a Slayer has ever fought, and can call upon those skills in a fight, even subconsciously.
But
That's pretty
this
sick.
includes the memories of their deaths. Countless women violently dying young. A reminder of her inevitable fate.
A fate that came to pass when she fought the Hell God Glory. After leaping into Glory's reality-ending interdimensional hole,
A
As
glory
they do.
hole, if you will.
Buffy sacrificed herself to save the universe, dying a hero's death.
It appears my glory hole joke was poorly timed.
Finally freed of her unfair earthly responsibilities, Buffy's soul ascended to heaven in perfect bliss. Until her friends brought her back to life in the agony of existence! This absolutely crushed
Of course
Buffy,
they did.
and ironically, annihilated her will to live.
Oh, that
I mean, I too would be pretty upset if I literally dove into an intergalactic portal to save the universe. My friends just brought me back to kill more vampires from which I was already kind of depressed by.
Yeah.
Also, as Liam put it best, Buffy and Blade has such strong aura, I have no idea who's going to win. Facts.
Facts. I
That's
believe.
rough, Buffy.
I don't
But
know.
with the show renewed for more
I'll
seasons,
just think
she
about
had
it.
to nut up and continue her endless crusade against all things Spirit Halloween.
Buffy's battled for 48 hours straight, defeated vampires immune to traditional vampiric weaknesses, and destroyed the Sword of Sano, which caused the Great Hanshin earthquake.
And of course, both Buffy and her friends have defeated countless immensely powerful demons.
Like the Queller Demon, which arrived as a meteor and caused the Tunguska explosion, which destroyed over 2,000 square kilometers of forest. Or the Sorrow Demon, which caused a storm that blanketed Los Angeles.
She's also a match for Angel, who survived a blast that could rupture a continental shelf, and took hits from Whistler, whose magic contained a bomb that could vaporize London.
She even faced off against the First Evil, literally the embodiment of all evil.
Family Guy Soundwave, great username. That's my friend Viz. They've been reacting to this on.
What are you doing here, Jaden?
Also, apparently you know this person. So-
I know, this is like one of my best fucking friends. What are you doing here? Hi.
Also, hey, Band Together, welcome. Reacting to more Death Battle on stream.
Bad.
No, it's fine. I was not expecting that today.
I wasn't expecting that either.
Well, Jaden, since you're since good friend of Viz here, if you want to see more of our Death Battle reactions, consider subbing to the channel. I'm trying to hit 500 before the end of the year, so if you're interested and could do that, I would greatly appreciate it. Okay, now that shilling's over, let's get back to the actual video.
That predates reality itself.
Forced into battles against stronger and stronger baddies, Buffy clearly needed something to even the odds. The Slayer safe!
It's actually a Bardiche.
Yeah, whatever. I'm just gonna say it. This thing is bullshit.
Containing the essence of Buffy's Slayer powers and created to defeat ancient demons, the scythe can deflect magical projectiles and slice through just about anything. Ghosts, magic, even space itself, destabilizing reality in the process.
Even
That's
Silas,
kinda
the
sick
devourer
weapon,
of
not gonna lie.
worlds. Kinda like Galactus, but instead of chomping on planets, he eats the multiverse. And there goes his head.
The scythe is easily the most powerful tool in her arsenal. In effect, attaining it completed Buffy, as though it were a piece of her she never knew was missing. With the scythe, Buffy was finally whole. Being the Slayer was no longer a burden, but a purpose.
And by
I mean, if I had a weapon that OP, I probably wouldn't worry about ever losing ever again.
Yeah.
Slayer powers with thousands of girls around the world, they all teamed up and kicked the first evil's ass.
Suddenly, the always isolated Buffy had thousands of shoulders to lean on, a sisterhood of Slayers.
And thousands more reasons for any wannabe demon conqueror to stay away from Earth. Because unless you want to get your blood all over her stylish yet affordable boots, you'll steer clear of Buffy, the Vampire Slayer. Hey, as you know, it's Skeletober.
Blade
You mean
is so
October.
No, stupid, it's the Skeletober Skelebration.
Fucked. Blade is
I
so
don't get it.
Come
fucked.
on, don't you watch Death Battle Cast?
I mean,
and for
like,
the first time ever, we've got
I'm-
Skeletober merch on the Death Battle store.
He's not
wait, isn't that
winning.
just Skeletor?
Skeletober? Yeah, look at that head. Oh, I'm putting those stickers
But
on
I will
everything.
say,
Wait, is that
if
a
I
pillow?
heard
We sell
of Buffy
pillows
when I was
now?
younger,
Hell yeah.
she
I'll
probably
take
would have been
7.
my
You can
first
find all
female
that
crush.
and
I
more,
mean, fictional
including our
character.
limited death
Crush.
mats that are selling pretty quick, at www.deathbattle.gg.
The
That's
Buffy's super cool. I gotta-
www.deathbattle.gg.
I might
Happy Skeletober.
probably not like today, but I might start just watching like.
All right,
Buffy
the
media.
combatants are set, and we've run the data through
I mean,
all
like,
possibilities.
she is apparently
It's
popular
time
enough
for
to
a
have
live
128
action
novels, so obviously it must be good.
Yeah.
As Liam put it, Blade better use the power of bullshit to win. I hope so.
It's true.
But
God, I hope.
but there's a possibility that Buffy's bullshit is better than his bullshit.
That is like an anti-space. A blade cuts through space.
Yeah, literally, literally, she has a weapon that cut off the head of basically Buffy's version of Galactus.
Yeah, no, Blade is fucked. Blade is so fucked, actually.
But hey, I'm sure this death battle is gonna go hard.
It's true.
They're referencing the vampire party. Bro, I can feel the edge coming through my screen.
Oh, it's
It's
gonna
the
be
gun!
so bad.
It's the sentient gun!
Had a name,
Oh, gross.
but now, starved, hunted, forgotten. You have waited long enough. Tonight, remember who we were. Tonight, we take back what was always ours. Tonight, we feast.
Daywalker.
And she was just the start.
Oh, heck yeah.
Fuck yes.
Everyone duck. I'm about to turn left. Just as hard as I imagined. I'm talking about the video.
It could have been either. I don't blame you.
This is definitely their most high value live action Death Battle yet.
Yeah.
Hey, he did the Godzilla thing. The DJ was like...
I think that was Ben. I think that was Ben Singer.
Okay, I just gotta comment on it. I just love how the DJ was like, I don't care. I'm going out doing what I love.
I think that. Oh, I just realized that some of these fucking vampires are members of the Death Metal cast. That makes sense. I think I saw Sam.
Yeah. I mean,
I think that was Ben who was the DJ. Oh my god. I might be stupid.
I mean, maybe, I don't know. But yeah. Oh, I get it. So, the conflict for the death battle is, since she got bitten before he could save her, Blade is gonna go ahead and take her out. Whereas Buffy is gonna come in and stop her because maybe she believes that she doesn't deserve to die since she was forced into this. That's actually a good way to make this death battle happen.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Wait! Dude's just a kid!
Not anymore.
He took off his jacket for no reason.
I called Aura.
You out your damn mind?
You know, at this point, I'm not gonna be mad at whoever wins. Buffy won me over.
Yeah.
amateur hour. There's always some motherfucker trying to ice skate uphill.
There it is. They just keep kicking his glasses.
Oh.
There it is.
Another sword.
I see you cut through adamantium.
Bring it on.
I figured.
Oh, holy shit!
Looks like you got ahead of yourself.
Is she single? What?
Oh my god! Shut up! Oh my god! Oh.
To be Blade tenured no longer. I'm surprised. I figured with Blade's many years of comic book history, he'd have the edge.
Believe it or not, Buffy is actually in more comics than Blade.
What?
Oh, that makes sense.
Okay, so there was more on top of the 128 novels.
Really? Man, Blade can't catch a break.
Let's break this down into 4 categories. First up, stats. Buffy's lifted much heavier things and survived more significant explosions.
Like, sure, Blade's strong and all, but he isn't literally fucking buildings apart like Buffy.
Scaling to the monsters they fought, compare Dracula creating a storm that covered Boston to the Sorrow Demon creating a storm that covered Los Angeles. A city over 5 times larger. You might be able to compare Blade to Spider-Man like Miles, who absorbed
I
a
don't
bomb
care.
that could blow
This
up Harlem,
death battle
but that's
was
significantly
as-
weaker than
went as
Whistler
hard as I
containing
was
a
hoping it
blast that
would.
could wipe out London. They could both dodge light
I'll definitely
beams,
have to
but
give
that
it more
doesn't
time
keep
to
Buffy
think
from
about
taking
it.
the overall edge in stats.
This was really
Blade used to
good,
be in
though.
the odd man
I
out,
guess
though,
hang on,
so
let me
his
listen to the
versatility is
analysis
just as
first.
important.
With Blade's
Before I make my
numerous
decision.
powers and massive arsenal, he certainly could have overwhelmed the more straightforward Buffy.
Machine guns and magic swords are generally gonna beat out crossbows and morning stars. Not to mention, he actually wears armor.
Also, Blade's faster healing factor and immunity to traditional vampire weaknesses kept Buffy on the back foot for a time. Blade wins versatility.
But when it comes to skill, Buffy's got plenty of experience fighting armed opponents barehanded.
Both of them were masters of a similar number of martial arts.
And Blade has been kicking vampire ass for a century, way longer than Buffy's even been alive.
While Blade may have more personal experience, Buffy's ability to draw on Slayer battles dating back to the Stone Age, at least 40 times older than Blade, gives her the superior skill. Even then, they both had weapons and abilities so powerful they could end the fight instantly, regardless of all else.
They're trump cards. Fortunately for Buffy, she actually countered almost all of what Blade could throw at her.
Withstanding Blade draining her energy with his bite? Check.
Resisting the Hellfire shotgun destroying her soul? Check.
Preventing Blade turning to mist and exploding her from the inside out? Check.
Meanwhile, Blade had no way to survive, say, Buffy's Gorgon venom turning him to stone.
And even Even with the deadly and just plain gross breathing gun, Blade did not have anything as potent as the Slayer Sight. It could easily deflect the breathing gun's bullets back at him, or use its space-cutting ability to slice through his unbreakable adamantium sword.
Don't believe us? Even Wolverine's adamantium skeleton was cut in half when a portal closed on top of him. That's the same kind of thing.
And Wolverine's beta adamantium skeleton is a much tougher version of the same metal.
Oh, and since the Scythe could kill Silas, a multiverse devouring god, I think you could take down Blade with a big enough swing.
Giving Buffy the final advantage over the Daywalker.
Really thought Blade had a chance, but Buffy sure put a damn fear on things.
The winner is Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Next time
That's good.
on Death Battle.
Disappointing.
Subscribe and join as a
Dante
member to
versus
see
Cleve.
more Death Battle.
Don't know
Thanks
who
for
Cleve is,
watching.
and Dante, well, at least happy to see him back.
Dante is cool, but also like, I don't know, man. JonTron. I hate looking at that fucking mug.
What mug?
Of it. JonTron.
Oh, but yeah. So yeah, that was Blade versus Buffy. What again? Was not expecting Buffy to go that hard. But I won't say I'm not. But I'm not gonna say I'm disappointed.
Yeah, that was good. I like that. I think I like Red Hood Winter Soldier more, but I think I might just be biased.
Yeah. Me personally, I'll definitely say this is my favorite of the live action ones. Mostly because one, I actually know who Blade is and have an attachment to him. Second, I just really like this one.
I get it.
But
Nothing wrong.
so yeah, upset Blade lost, but not disappointed because literally just from the analysis alone, I already like Buffy. That's one thing I like about, huh?
No, I just said yeah. I was agreeing.
But yeah, that's one thing I like about Death Battle is that like whenever there is whenever there is the character I've never heard of, whenever they do explain them, I was like, okay, not gonna lie, I kind of rock with this character.
He knows ball.
Dante better win, or I'll have an even bigger worries. I mean, Dante is cool, but I've never been in a Devil May Cry, so I don't really have that strong of opinion.
I'm sure Dante fucking like loses like hardcore. I don't. Something tells me. Something's giving me the instinct that Dante is going to die.
I mean, if I remember correctly, there's Final Fantasy scaling is insane. I mean, the spell Zeta Flare is literally a spell that not only just it disintegrates you, but erases you from existence itself.
Yeah, something tells me that Dante is gonna fucking explode.
Well, yeah. Anyway, that I don't got anything else I gotta say. I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
You?
I got nothing.
But yeah, doing the outro. But yeah, thank you to everyone who was watching this reaction. Reminder, I'm trying to hit 500 for the end of the year. So if you want to help with that, consider subbing to the channel if you like that reaction. But anyway, I've been Slime Dragon. This has been my friend Viz.
Bye.
And I'll see you all in the next one.
Adios.
Alright, that's recording done. But I will be ending stream in a sec. But yeah, that was definitely an enjoyable Death Battle.
Yeah, I think I like Winter Soldier Red Hood more, but this was still good. I'm still surprised that this is the idea that they want for like the Halloween matchup. I'm not against it though.
Yeah, this is supposed to be the Halloween matchup?
Yeah, it's October.
I guess that makes sense. But like, I don't know too much about Cleve, so I wouldn't have guessed.
Oh, I meant Blade Buffy is the Halloween matchup.
Oh, right, that does make sense.
Realistically, I think Dante Cleve is gonna come out like next year. I want to say, not next year, next month.
Yeah. But yeah, but I would say this is, for at least for this year, it's definitely in top 5 maybe.
Yeah, it's. Ooh, I have to think about my ranking. It's probably top 5.
Yeah, I decided that at the end of the year, that's when I'm gonna make my top 10 favorite death battles, because they take a break during the Christmas season, so that'll give me enough time to actually go through and rank them.
Yeah.
But yeah. So far, if I'd say what my favorite for this year is, might be Spawn versus Ghost Rider.
Yeah, that's my favorite. No, my favorite's Hulk Godzilla.
Yeah, Hulk Godzilla is good, but for me personally, I might Spawn versus Spawn versus Ghost Rider is my favorite, simply just because I find myself quoting the death battle almost every time I see it, or just randomly. Yeah, for me, what makes a good death battle is if I quote it often, even when I'm not watching it. But yeah,
Makes sense.
yeah, I think that's gonna. But yeah, I'm gonna be ending the stream here, guys. Thank you all for watching. Do hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow for another stream.